Hi guys and welcome back to another episode of Battle of Reykjavik. Not many games played since the last episode, obviously because the semi-final and final of the Icelandic Cup are so close together. But we start with some unfortunate news concerning our unbeaten run. It did end after 7 games, I think it was. We ended up losing 1-0 against Breidablik. And to be quite honest, we deserved to get absolutely nothing from this game. I don't know if it's because they played so long in the cup game, even though it was like a week's gap between it. It's just we didn't appear at all. Weren't at the races whatsoever. One shot in the entire game, and Breidablik just completely outplayed us. Just everything going wrong there. Ibiaga, who obviously scored the winning penalty in the shootout in the cup semi-final with a 5.9 rating. He came off at half-time, as did Stephenson, who wasn't up to scratch. As you can see though there, that I've changed the nickname of Radovnikovic to The Rock, so that's what he'll be going by from now on. It's a lot easier to say too. The next game that we played, the second and final game that we played, was against FH again, and we drew 2-2 again. We did have to play some of this game with 10 men. And we'll just wait for it to load up. There we go. So they took the lead with Funicello, then Victor Johnson equalised, then Victor Johnson put us in front. I thought things were going to be amazingly well. We were going to go on and win it and beat FH in normal time for the first time. Might not be the first time, but to beat FH in normal time is basically what I'm trying to say. But then Emil Palsson equalised, and then Johannes Carl Johnson got a second yellow card in injury time in the first half. And that was the end of our game, really. You can see we did battle well, possession pretty even, shots pretty even, but I was just happy to hold on for the 2-2 draw. The Rock, unfortunately, got a booking in this game, which means he won't be able to play along with Good Johnson in the final of the Icelandic Cup. But I'm not too concerned, and you'll see why in a second when I show you who we're playing against. But just one more thing to mention in this game, David Ottosson, we gave him a start in this game because Erlinger Agnesson was a bit tired. Didn't want him to get injured or anything like that, so we gave this under-19s player, David Ottosson, a go. And I think he was one of my youth intake last year, maybe, I'm not sure. But probably not looking at that history. But yeah, he performed okay for debut, 17-year-old, not bad. I'm just trying to get some more youth into the team, really. You can see there, the team that we're going to be playing in the Icelandic Cup final is Sindri. They did beat Vikingur Reykjavik in the semi-final. They've beaten quite a few Premier Division teams, so they're not a team to be taken lightly. However, they are in the second division. So if we were to lose to them, I would be very unhappy, especially considering if we win the Icelandic Cup, we will be playing Europa League football again next season. In terms of the Premier Division, just show you that quickly. Obviously, it's still extremely tight. So we are 9th. We're a point clear of safety. Will be a bit worrying if we do lose a few more games because we will drop into the relegation zone and our goal difference is one of the worst down there. But again, a few wins and we'll be up amongst the top 6 challenging teams for Europe, even though we're getting the Europa League. So we shall get into the cup game against Sindri, the cup final, Icelandic Cup final against Sindri. Okay guys, so here we are for the Icelandic Cup final against Sindri, and we are clear favourites for this one. Erlinger Agnesson is in the top goal scorer list. He could get up to first place. Obviously he's playing today. Pretty normal midfield defence there. Got The Rock is injured. Not injured, he's suspended. Bjornsson's came in for him, and then I think it was Good Johnson was suspended as well. So Magnusson is in centre midfield for him. So obviously if we win today, that's us in the Europa League for next season. Expected to win. What am I doing? There we go. Okay, so let's get into the match. And hopefully we can pick up our first piece of silverware in this series. I don't know why Kajundzic is highlighted. I must have clicked somewhere before, I guess. So obviously we were in the Europa League in the first season. Oh, Biaga nearly scored an own goal there. It's not the best of starts. And they've got a corner with 42 seconds gone. Thought that was Agnesson that was nearly knocking that into his own goal there. It's all action at the start of this one. Sindri have got the ball with Palmerson. Good tackle, but he couldn't keep the ball. Snorrison there. Well, we need to get his foot in. This must be how Sindri play. Just on the from the start of the game, they just come at us. It's Junior and it's blocked. It's another corner for Sindri after less than 2 minutes gone. It's fair to say they're all over us. It's Blagojevic with the corner. It's headed away. Come on, win the ball. Hopefully we can get into this one. I'd like to think so. The fact that they're a second division team. Oh, and possession stats have just like severely jumped to 51% possession for us. Still waiting for our first highlight in this game. Key man for us, incidentally, in this game was Victor Johnson. He's got 8 goals in 23 games this season. Something like that. He's our top scorer, of course. Is there going to be any highlights for us? Well, we've had a shot on target. That's a good start. Possession seems to be swinging in our favour again. And that's a goal kick from Modler. Bjarnason wins the header. It's only to Steinson. Palmerson. Come on, Agnesson, get a foot in. Well done, Bjarnason. Snorrison had a chance to come away with it for us. Magnusson, who is in the top assists list for this competition. It's Magnusson to Paulson. Looking for Agnesson. Can he get his 4th goal of the competition? No, he's unselfish and crosses it to Victor Johnson, and that's us 1-0 up. Victor Johnson with his 9th goal of the season. Agnesson with his unselfish play to play that right across the face of goal for an easy tap in for Johnson, and it's 1-0. Great start. There's Guyson. It's Paulson. Magnusson with a long ball looking for Johnson. Can Johnson get a second here? It's Johnson, he has a shot, but it's blocked. The defence came back quickly there for Sindri. And it was cleared. But we look like we're getting on top in this game, as we should be with a team that's 2 leagues below us. However, obviously they're a good side in this competition, as they have defeated a few Premier Division sides on their way to this final. So we need to be careful still, even though we are winning. It's Hasicic. Gives it to Junior. Can we get a foot in? Come on, someone tackle him. Magnusson couldn't get there. It's Kalea. Hasicic shoots. Good save by Aarons. One of our best players so far this season. Unfortunately, he doesn't want to sign a new contract with us, so we are going to have a new goalkeeper next season, and we're not going to be able to get any money for him. I think he's realised that he's better than the club, and he's obviously wanting to move to a bigger team. So half time, and do we need to make any changes? No one's below 6.5, which is normally the marker that I use to take people off. Paul Paulson is on a yellow card. Got Ibiaga and Kajundzic both on 6.5s, but I don't think that's too concerning. And should I take Stefan Paul Paulson off? No, I'll leave him on for a little bit. Hopefully we'll be able to rest players. I just want to, if we get another goal, then I'll be able to take a few people off just to rest them. So the second half has begun. And they've got an injury with Junior. He's got a gashed head. And we're still on top in possession, still on top in shots. It's not been a very eventful final, really. It seems like it's been quite boring, but it's a free kick for them, and it's well saved by Aarons. It's going to be interesting to see who we can get in goal. Oh, Palsson is injured. I'll have to take Palsson off. So Stefan Poe Palsson coming off, and I'll bring on Bjorgvin Steffensen. It's going to be interesting to see who we play in goal next season. We have got a couple of under-19s who have great potential, like 4.5-star potential, one of them. So it was whether we risk that. I mean, it's probably best to have a more proven goalkeeper as first choice. I am a bit concerned at the number of chances that Sindri are having here. I think I might try and change something. I might make another sub. Do we have any? Yeah, we do. Okay, Jonathan Borden. Bring him on for his Guyson, just to shore up defensive midfield. And then I might demand more. As we're on the attack, so that might be prove to be a bit pointless. But Steffensen's got the ball in the long run. Gives it to Johnson. Gives it to Magnusson. Agnarsson's in space. Shoots. That's his 4th goal in this competition. That puts him in joint lead for top goal scorer of the competition. It's also his 4th goal this season, so he's only been scoring in the cup, it appears. But that's a clear 2-goal margin that we're winning by now. Surely this cup is coming home to Reykjavik. It's Ibiaga. Oh, he tried to play that back to Steffensen, but Steffensen ran a bit too far. It's Stein Grimson. Ibiaga saved and then cleared. Centre-back thought he'd got another goal, another vital cup goal. Obviously, he scored our first goal in the semi-final against FH and the winning penalty in the shootout in the semi-final. So he has been a key cup player for us this season. And we'll make our final substitution, and I think we haven't got many options on the bench that are fully fit, so we'll bring on Stefanov for Victor Johnson. Stefanov play target man? Yes, he can. And just calmly tell him pressure's off. Nope, deep in thought. So obviously got other things on his mind. So all 3 changes made, and we look good value for this victory with just over 5 minutes to go. It's Modler with a free kick. Gives it to Hasicic. Kalea. Einarsson to Hasicic. Can anyone tackle? Oh, it's gone straight to Ibiaga. You shouldn't do that. And it's Johnson to make it a nervy last 5 minutes. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So I'm just going to tell the lads to concentrate, not to throw this game away, especially as we had a 2-goal lead in the last couple of minutes. Now we're into stoppage time. Surely. Oh no, they've got a free kick. Snjolfsson. Kalea. Out wide to Palmerson. We need to clear this. Borden clears it well. That's what he's come on for in defensive midfield. We're in the dying seconds. There it is, full time, and we've won the cup. Our first piece of silverware as Vikingur Reykjavik manager is the Icelandic Cup, and that puts us into the Europa League for next season. Brilliant stuff. So next step is securing safety in the league, and Erlinger Agnarsson was joint top goal scorer in the competition as well. Brilliant stuff. So just look at the news as I get an achievement on Steam for Cup Glory. So win the Icelandic Cup. Those bonuses being paid out as well. Bonuses galore. I've been awarded just shy of £5,000 for winning the cup. Fans praise me, the first time we've won the cup since 1971. Board are happy with the cup win. We've qualified for the Europa League in 2017. There's been a squad bonus paid out of 2,500. Just have a look at my board confidence. Secure after that. I thought it might have been a bit better than that. But hey ho. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. We have got 6 league games left this season, and we're still in the relegation dogfight. So hopefully we'll still be in it, and I'll probably come back around the Fjordabygd, or Fjordabigo, however you say that, or Stjarnan game. But it might be before then. It just depends on how we get on and if we're still in the relegation fight. Likelihood is we will be, so we'll be back around then. So that's it for this video. Like I said, make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel to get all my content when it comes out. Feel free to leave a comment with any predictions or anything, any suggestions of what I should do with the team. If there's any players that you know in the Icelandic leagues that are good that I should make a move for, let me know. Let me know what you think we're gonna achieve with this long term. If you think we're gonna be fighting another relegation battle next season, or if we're gonna get further in the Europa League than we did the season before. And I'll see you next time.